Hey y'all, I'm glad y'all been enjoying the series on biblical baddies. Please keep commenting and sharing the videos because it's all of our job to spread the word. Now I told y'all I was going to do 3 biblical baddies, so let's get into part 4 of this series. So the disciples Matthew, Mark, and Luke wrote about this unnamed biblical baddie, which means she got to meet Jesus. Y'all, I just love Jesus. But even though we don't know this biblical baddie's name, just like Janet Doe, doesn't mean we don't know what she did. I bet y'all ain't know that God made rules against touching a woman while she on her period. Yeah, y'all nasty and y'all wrong, but we listen and we don't judge. So this unnamed baddie, we're going to call her Babezilla because for 12 years she had a constant period, which in these times would consider her to be unclean. So for 12 years, she was going through it physically, socially, emotionally, religiously. She couldn't even participate in community events without trying to hide her illness because she was considered unclean. And back then, they wasn't like y'all. Babezilla even spent all her money on doctors and her situation got worse. Now, around this time, Jesus was traveling to different places, healing people, and people were coming from all over to be healed. And Babezilla heard about it. Now, if you've been watching 1 through 3 of Biblical Baddies, I let y'all know the women be getting it. It don't take too much for them to recognize, oh, nah, this God. Now, picture this, 12 years being sick and being considered unclean in your community. Babezilla didn't feel like she could just walk up to Jesus. But she told herself, if I can just touch his clothes, I will be healed. Babezilla ain't even met Jesus yet. She just heard about what he did. And she believed that what she been suffering with for 12 years, what she spent all her money on trying to heal, but only got worse. Based on what she heard about this man, she told herself, if I could only touch his clothes, I will be healed. Now, if you know God, let me hear you say hallelujah, because there is power in the name and apparently in the clothes of Jesus. Now, let's be clear. When Jesus pop out, everybody pop out. Jesus be ducking off because everybody want to come see about him when he pop out. So this crowd that was around Jesus when she came through was big. She touched him and Jesus turned and said, who touched me? It was so many people that his disciples was like, bruh, it's all these people out here. What you mean, who touched you? Babezilla was scared, y'all. Because Jesus was dead serious. He was like, nah, who touched my clothes? Now, she was scared, but she wasn't scary. She came up scared as she was, and she was like, it was me. He told him everything. I've been sick, and I just knew that if I touch your clothes, that I will be healed. Jesus was like, you know what, daughter? Your faith has healed you. Because I ain't mentioned earlier, when she touched his clothes, she stopped bleeding immediately. All right, I got 6 seconds to let y'all know I got one more video to make so I can finish this. Love y'all later. Keep liking, sharing, comment, all that stuff.